Brother John Rebello.
Father Dinesh, our parish priest. Father Thomas Quadras, our departing parish priest. His Excellency, the Ambassador of India, Dr. George Joseph, Reverend Fathers, Reverend Sisters, and my fellow parishioners. Lord, make me a little lamp that burneth brightly wherever I may go, was the motto when Father Thomas Quadras took over the parish priest as a parish priest of our parish dedicated to the Sacred Heart of Jesus in October 2004. Father Quadras, who hailed from Kundapur district in Karnataka, South India, took up his vocation with erstwhile Capuchin province in the year 1965. On completing his graduation in philosophy, he opted for Regency, community experience at Monteliguri in Goa. Whilst pursuing graduation and theological studies, he made his final religious profession in April 1974 and was ordained priest on 30th December 1976. Volunteering to work in North Indian Mission after his ordination, he was sent as an assistant and chaplain at Nainital, rector of the Miners Seminary, and was affiliated to various parishes, schools and colleges. During the 25 years of his mission in North India, Father Thomas took time off to complete his licentiate in missiology at Gregorian University in Rome and 2 years in the Philippines for studies in counseling. Father Thomas joined the Gulf Mission Vicariate of Arabia in the year 2003 as assistant parish priest at St. Francis of Assisi Church in Chebelali. And in October 2004, he was assigned to our parish here in Bahrain to take over from his predecessor, Reverend Father Felicio Dinis, who went on sabbatical leave. During Father Thomas's tenure here, our parish witnessed a lot of changes. Having observed the vibrant parish in the Gulf, he offered his spiritual guidance by making the liturgical service more solemn. One example being the first Friday Oria, which was given to different prayer communities to conduct, thus making the service live and meaningful. Later, he dedicated our parish to the family by thus declaring the Year of the Family, whereby different activities were held to celebrate the year dedicated to the families of our parish. Introducing the prayer of the family, adopted from the Bombay Archdiocese, is well taken and recited during the end of the rosaries and at every prayer services. Being a strict disciplinarian, he adopted many changes which were taken both positively or negatively by the parishioners. His approach being, it has to be done, and I'm sure it was done by Father Quadras in good spirit. He continued his services which his predecessor left and improved upon them. He was keen to make the youth grow in spirit and thus encourage Jesus' youth to mold and shape our youth. As an administrator, he made many changes in the vicinity of the church and in the church itself. Beginning with glass partition at the sanctuary in the multipurpose hall, with a new sitting order for the bishop, priest and altar service. Eucharistic ministers were given new vestments to wear along with the cantors. Lectors were asked to move in the sanctuary whilst doing the readings and return back together. To have the participation of the faithful during services, with the courtesy and assistance from a benefactor, he was instrumental in installing the overhead projectors now used for all masses and all liturgical and prayer services by all prayer groups. To make children and parents more comfortable, he redesigned the outside of the baby's room courtyard by converting it into an air-conditioned seating passage, enabling the parents and others to participate in the services more comfortably. Besides many other small works, he made it a point to give due attention to the less space for catechism and prayer group activities by extending one additional floor to the already existing kindergarten school, by building a new block for more classrooms and dedicating the same block in honor of our Bishop Paul Hinder. I, as a coordinator of the Parish Family Bulletin, undertaking this task for more than a decade, editing the issues, here also Father Thomas brought change by renaming the bulletin as Outreach, and then a year and a half ago moving into cyberspace by publishing the monthly e-newsletter paper and parishioners receiving them on their respective email addresses. Besides this, through his initiative, our parish has a web address and can be accessed for various church activities in details on the internet. As Father Thomas handed over his baton last Friday to our new parish priest, Reverend Father Dinesh Mendonca, on behalf of the Reverend Fathers, Reverend Sisters, parishioners, and all of us gathered here, I take this opportunity to thank Father Thomas for his tireless service rendered to our parish for the past 5 years. We thank him sincerely for his love and kindness, for his access, for his spirituality, and above all for his moral support both for the young and the old. Father Thomas, when asked about his modest demeanor, coupled with soft yet firm dealings, he attributed these qualities to the initiation to strong value base by his simple parents, Vincent and Annie Quadras. Reverend Father Thomas Quadras, OFM Cap, we will miss you, and as you go, we pray that the Lord be gracious unto you. May his light shine upon you. May he be merciful unto you. This will be our prayer as you lead this vibrant parish of Sacred Heart of Jesus in this kingdom of Bahrain and return back to your homeland, India. Father Thomas, we will miss you, but from the deep of our hearts, we say we love you and we say goodbye to you. And to our dear new parish priest, Reverend Father Dinesh John Mendonca, on behalf of the clergy and parishioners, I take this opportunity to welcome you as our pastor in this parish dedicated to the Sacred Heart of Jesus. We assure you of our usual cooperation in the day-to-day functioning of this large parish in the Vicariate of Arabia. We pray that God may shower his abundant blessings to carry on the great responsibilities entrusted to you. May he help you to grow more and more in his vineyard of love and mercy. And we say, welcome to Bahrain, Reverend Father Dinesh Mendonca.